Hi everyone. As promised, I will read out a very short chapter of our book, Awaken to Your Best Life, 22 Keys to Intentional and Conscious Living, written by myself, Claudia Mazouden, and Arturo Massaro. We are both the founders of Conscious World Agents, and we wrote a book. And the good thing is that the book is so well received already. That I'm not really here to promote the book, but I'm wanting you, as you have tuned in, to know what I've written here. So if you want to listen to that, then I will share that with you. And why? Because someone told us last week that he read that first chapter of this book and he stayed with that, what's in there, the whole month, and he wrote down in a journal how it helped him, how he changed his thoughts into more positive ones, just how that became more natural to do that and not to linger so much in the worrying mind, in the mind that wants to think in a downward spiral, because he felt it didn't help him. It didn't help him to focus at work. It didn't help him in his relationship personally and at work, professionally, or with his sports. So really, I felt like I'm going to read that out because I want everybody to have that chance to experience that and then see if it works for you or not. I'm not saying that this will definitely be your truth, but feel it out, try it out if you're sort of somehow called to do this, because you can create the best life. At least that's what I've done for myself. And it's not about my material wealth or anything like that. It's about my inner happiness. The inner happiness, being able to cope with some challenges that life has thrown also at me. And if you have an empathic heart, how can you not be touched by what's happening here and not become a voice for the voiceless with what's happening in the world? Doing our part is also to remain connected with ourselves, keeping our minds in a positive state, meaning that if we need some attention, if we need to talk to someone, if we need to have counseling, if we need to have therapy, to take these steps to heal what needs healing, and also become more mindful of our habits, our thought patterns. And I think it starts with becoming more and more aware of how we think, how we are. So I like to start and read out for you the first chapter. And I start with a quote here on the inside, on the left page. And it says, "Gratitude grows when we realize that every choice can lead us from fleeting comfort toward the deeper happiness of being fully alive." So let me then take you to that first chapter, which is called, it's a short chapter. Maybe I said it already, I don't know, because I already recorded another video before this one. So let me start here. When you open your eyes, be glad that you can. I believe that awareness is the foundation of everything. When we pause, breathe, and become present in the moment, we begin to see the patterns that shape our lives, both the ones that uplift us and those that hold us back. Only through awareness can we truly make changes. It is the gateway to living more intentionally, with purpose and clarity. Every morning when you wake up, just lie still for a little while and think about the fact that you just woke up. So many people in the world did not wake up at all. They went to bed and thought they went to sleep and assumed they would get up in the morning, but they didn't. Realize that you have been given another day. Be grateful for it And then bring your awareness to your heart and make a commitment to yourself that all you do, say, and think that day will come from the energy of the heart, which is pure, unconditional love. It does not mean that you will master applying this 100% immediately. However, you will have planted the seed in your subconscious mind to do so. The next thing to do a few times during the day is to recall that moment when you set this conscious intention. You might have had a good sleep, or you might not have. The good thing is that you have been given another day. Now that you've woken up from your sleep, you can make a conscious choice in how you will present yourself in the world. We as humans have the mental capacity to be aware of how we think. We can be the observer of our thoughts if we zoom out a little with awareness. We can imagine a small helicopter which hovers above us and observes the thoughts we are having. What observes the helicopter is your conscious mind. When we become more aware of the fact that how we think affects how we act and how we relate to ourselves and the world at large, we can check up how our thoughts also affect how we feel. We can also choose deliberately which thoughts we think, as we can change the thoughts that are heavy on our minds. We can replace them with positive thoughts. With positive, I mean here the thoughts that lift our mood in an upward spiral, which are less heavy on our heart than those that move down in a downward spiral. Sorry, somebody is calling me. Can you consider for a moment how you think influences your experience in life? So can you consider for a moment how you think influences how you experience life? Can you imagine how it might affect the world around you as well? Just reflect on that. Can you imagine how it might, how you think, affect the world around you as well? When we daily decide to be aware and be the best version of ourselves in whatever shape or form possible that day, listen to what I said there. When we daily decide to be aware and be the best version of ourselves in whatever shape or form possible that day. So it doesn't mean you have to be thinking that best is, I don't know, whatever you think is best. But that day, which might be different than tomorrow or yesterday or last month, we will have a positive impact not only on ourselves, but also for others. Your best version of that day doesn't mean it has to be perfect, for whatever perfect means. Here it means the best, in whatever way you can be, the best that day for yourself. Only you know what that means. Do not judge yourself or compare yourself with previous bests, and see if you can get a sense of being grateful that you are here today, now. Well, that was the first chapter. Please sit with that for a while. Let it sink in. Feel it. When I even read that myself again, I get a sense of grounding, presence, being here right now. Being, like Ram Dass says it so beautifully, loving awareness. No judging, just being. I hope that resonated with you. I'm interested, I'm curious what it does with you. Leave some comments. I hope it helps you. And stay around a little bit watching what we're doing, because we will share the free webinar that we will be holding pretty soon, where we start exploring the 22 keys together, Arturo and Massaro and myself, Claudia van Zuiden, to share what has helped for us and what we are still applying today to live our best life. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.